Yo, what's up? It's motherfucking Lord Mav doing this shit big every single day. I don't know what the fuck I'm here talking about. I had that feeling in my body, like if anybody else be living that real life and you feel anxious sometimes and you just want to punch a motherfucker in the face, and then you like, well, I don't really want to punch a nigga in the face. I think I need to figure out what's going on with myself. So, what I figured out maybe last year was that when I get these feelings, oftentimes a nigga be smoking. I ain't gonna lie, a nigga be drinking sometimes and shit. And it makes it worse. The thing was, I was smoking a lot, and at a certain time, I guess 2015 or 16, early 2016, I got it in my mindset that if I'm gonna be smoking all the time anyway, I need to get my body in the mindset of doing something while I'm high. So that's when I started to write my scripts. Like, I got my first script done just for the fact that every time I lit a blunt, I was writing to it just so I could keep like my momentum up or whatever. Because oftentimes, like, the weed could do different things to you. Like, it could make you, depending on which kind of weed you smoke, you could be hype and have mad energy, or you could be sluggish. So I was trying to get it so no matter which way I felt deep in my body, I was still getting something done. you know so now that's kind of like how my personality is, to where when I start doing anything, like if I'm drinking or smoking, the shit got me feeling type anxious to where I need to be doing something, and if I don't figure it out, then I feel kind of lost and like something is wrong with myself in that moment. So what I'm realizing I need to do is keep working on these scripts and shit, you know and this music. I ain't gonna lie, so that's what this is about. This is just like an update. Niggas ain't really gotta listen to this one. I do say y'all gotta listen to my shit because my shit be hot sometimes. But these is one of them ones where it's not really that serious. It's just me trying to work my mind a little bit. So as far as I'm just giving y'all some updates. I don't know what the sound quality is like. I'm on the headphones. Fuck y'all niggas. So if we talking, let's start with the scripts, right? You got the universe that I'm still trying to make. I'm realizing that. Oh well, first of all, I seen a review for a movie, right? But it was like a old school. It wasn't an old school movie. It was like, it wasn't so old, but it also was real low budget. But they also was talking about a lot of the things that I was talking about in my movie, or in my idea and part of my scripts. So the thing that I'm saying now is I kind of need to go back. Like, it was a problem with my villain. I had a villain who, well, I can't tell you nothing about it because if I tell you, then when this shit comes out or when I actually make moves on it, then people might find the story somewhere, and I don't. Maybe I do want that. Whatever. Excuse me. The villain is the damn villain. I'm not going to tell you his name. You'll see it then. But the point is that I didn't have too much of a reason for why he was doing things. Like, he was doing shit, and let's just say the reason for him doing shit was just to do it. Whereas I feel now, after watching that review for whatever the hell I was watching, it's like I need stronger reasons behind these things, because in the end, it's not going to be worth it. And I also need to stop skimming, like, basically just being lazy. Like, in my writing, because writing takes up so much time, like it's so time consuming to write something and then rewrite it. I get lazy when I get to the end of the script, and I know that in myself, to where the shit that I even want to write, we not even talking about making the movie yet. We talking about just sitting there writing the idea out, and even still, like, I can't get it. I can't get it good. Like, let's say if I got a super crazy climax scene. Well, one of the movies that I don't care about, or not that I don't care about, but I don't take it serious as this magnum opus I'm trying to make. It's this shit called, I forgot the damn name. I never forget the names. It's made after the superhero shit. So you got, I think it's Ultimate, like Ultimate Avengers and fucking the Justice League. So I think I got Ultimate and and Justice or some shit like that. I can't remember which one it was. I can't remember the names that I used for it. But the point being that in the end of the first movie, because it was supposed to be a 3-part series, not in any way connected to the Black Moon series. It just happens to be another series. Excuse me. So what I'm thinking is, For that scene, like at the end, excuse me, I'm doing a lot of different shit. At the end, it was supposed to be like a grand type of maybe 100 people facing off against our three heroes. A situation that they're not supposed to win. They're actually supposed to end up in the hospital by the end of it. To lead into the next movie where a different list of superheroes is there. You know? But then just in the writing process alone, and I was just doing a trailer like, all right, I'm done doing all this extra shit so I could give y'all some attention. So what I was talking about was I was trying to do trailers basically. I wanted to be able to do trailers that people would be interested in and that it'll garner some kind of attention for my work before I even get to spend a bunch of money on it, or before I start really investing too much into it. I could see how the public feels about it, how they feel about the idea in general, like, and that was the point of that. So I got to the end of just the trailer, which would be you know excuse me, you watch how trailers go, so you already know by the end of the trailer they showing you shit that's going on at the end of the movie and shit. So that's what I'm on. But I just wanted to give you a quick couple seconds of it, and just the writing process alone is like, well, damn, how are we gonna do this shit? How are we gonna accomplish this? So it stopped me from writing it in a way, and I was like, okay, so I can't figure that out yet. Let me move on to one of my other scripts real quick and bust out a couple pages of that, and then I fuck around and never come back to the other one. So it's about figuring out where I need to be with these scripts, figuring out where the characters need to be. I feel like I got their personalities down. It just takes not being afraid to write wrong dialogue sometimes, because we all know how conversations go, and that's what a big part of writing these scripts is. A big part is just knowing how a conversation goes. If a person says this, what is the next person most likely to say? And that's basically how you write it. So sometimes you might write the wrong thing. You might be in the mindset, but don't be afraid to go back and change it. Can't be afraid to erase most of it. It's a constant. This shit is constant work. But what I need to do is just get these gods. I need to get my knowledge back up, because when I was young, I knew a lot about the Greek gods and all that shit. But now I need the Greek. I need the motherfucking Greek gods. Fucking whoever the other ones is, nigga. When we talking about Poseidon and Neptune, that's what I'm talking about. One following. I can't remember what they call right now because I don't believe in none of that shit no more. But like, as they portray it, I don't believe in it as they portray it. I believe in it as something else. So it's hard for me to remember what these things are. So in terms of what I'm speaking of, Neptune and Poseidon was probably the same dude on Earth, but given two different names based on which language you speak. You know what I mean? So that's the things that I need to find out. I need to find out all about the Greek gods. I need to find out about their counterparts in whatever fucking culture that was, because I can't remember the culture. Greek, and I'm thinking Italian for some reason, but I know that's not it. Anyway, I need to get that down packed. So Greek gods, which is, I guess, like the Titans and all them niggas. Then you got the other side, which is like the niggas named after the planets. And then you also got the Egyptian gods, because I need them too. Like the master plan for this Black Moon pack, the Black Moon universe is, just knowledge, like the knowledge of the earth that for so long we've been attributing to being different things. Like, this is this, or God said don't worship other gods, but this story about Zeus is entirely fabricated. How could you believe in our God? We taking it into a real belief state. How could you believe in our God and believe in what he says, hear him say or read him say, don't believe in other gods, and then when you come in contact with another guy, you talk about how that's fake? It's so dangerous. How niggas say the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was making the world think he doesn't exist. That's very dangerous, to take something that was on this earth and will again be on this earth again and tell niggas that it's some fantastical shit that could never happen. because it's going to twist their mind up when it does happen. It's going to make them unprepared when it does happen. If a motherfucker came down, he had the power to create lightning or at least manipulate it. We already know niggas could do that now. Niggas can do that now with just a lightning storm going up. They could fucking touch lightning, my nigga. They can force electrons into the air from Earth. It's very simple when you figure out science. This is the thing that we don't think about. Like, I know I'm going into a tangent, but when we thinking about Zeus and Poseidon and all these niggas with superpowers from olden tales, we don't think about the fact that science exists. Because what we think of as science, we think is only tied to what we do today. Nowhere in history has anybody thought, hey, maybe, I'm pretty sure I brought this up before, but which is another story I bring up. My story, a different story that I wanted to write, but it's not something that I really wanted to write. It was just a cool idea in my head, was to make it so we see the earth as it is today, and we're getting into a technological point where robots come in, and then everything gets destroyed, and then two people are left, and then those two people rebuild the earth, realizing that technology fucked everything up. They try to go back and start from the beginning. But every single time we start from the beginning, generations and generations pass, and we forget the reason why we started from the beginning, and we go back to doing the technological shit that once again will probably lead to nuclear arms, which is going to destroy everybody, but the happenstance two people that try to do it again. It's a constant cycle, and that's the way I see like it might be able to go, you know? Constant cycle of just needing to get back to the original things. So, I don't know. I just need to get these scripts done. I need to figure out the information. I know I lost myself there, but I need to figure out the information that goes in the background of all of these things. Aside from that, with this music, I got a solid plan, right? I'm not going to speak on the future other than saying, because I don't like speaking on things. I feel like it fucks stuff up. Other than saying, I'm going to release 2 albums and then some major changes is going to happen. But what I'm talking about is I got an album. So my first album, I started rapping at 19. I got my first album written out by the time I was like 20. Yeah, I was like 20. 20 or 21 is when I like made that first album. That first album that's actually up on YouTube and all that shit now. I think I wrote that back in like 2014. And I put it up like 2016, 2017, maybe 2018, but I was sitting on it for a while. And I took out the songs that I feel like didn't fit or that I couldn't perfect in the time period when I felt like I needed to release this album. Excuse me. And I really didn't even need to release it. It was more about how I felt about myself at that moment, where it's like I feel like I'm not getting nothing done, and this would be something positive for my morality and shit. So that's why I released it. But I called that Playgrounded. I got this second album that is pretty much finished. I want to master this shit. Like the first album, I worked on it myself, and I'm not too good at dealing with the computer shit, but I did it to the best of my ability, where I feel like if I'm listening to it in headphones, I wouldn't hear this shit and be like, ugh, like immediately. Like it'll be some parts where you'd be like, oh, that could have sounded better. But not from the gate, you like, oh, this shit sound nasty. So that's what I was trying to avoid. And that's what I felt like I did with the first album. With the second one, it's supposed to be called Playtime, and I want to really get it mastered. Like I want to pay the money to have the shit sound damn near radio quality, you know? And that's that. And that'll be the end of, now I won't say the end, but what I noticed with myself is with this music before and the way I was writing it when I first learned how to rap, I wasn't concerned with hooks. And even my first ideas for an album was going to be Black Moon Pack hookless or some shit like that, because the way I rapped, I was just spitting bars constantly throughout the whole song. But now I'm kind of getting into the mindset of writing hooks and trying to actually, compose music instead of just rapping. Instead of just writing down raps, I'm trying to compose music. So with composing this music, I'm getting into a different mindset. Like I done met some people. I made an album that's supposed to be a short type album. I'm trying to get it under 30 minutes. or under 20 minutes. I really want people to be able to listen to it like on their commute to work real quick. You know, I want you to be able to hear my whole album, come back to it if you liked it. Don't come back to it because you wasn't able to finish that shit in a certain amount of time, you know? So that's the purpose of that third album. That third album is going to be short, sweet. I want niggas to be able to see the videos, see all of the videos. The videos won't be too strenuous because they supposed to be all a minute and a half or so. So with the Black Moon Productions, it's not a label, but that's just what I'm portraying. Black Moon Pack is now just myself, but I'm still repping it. So when I come out with when I come out with Playtime, and I haven't decided a title, I'm thinking of calling it Conceptual, but when I come out with that, those will both be under the Black Moon Pack, insignia or whatever, or the Black Moon Productions, that should be up there for both of those. Got another mixtape I'm working on with some cool dudes, and that'll come out. I don't even know how we gonna release that. It'll probably be on some Black Moon shit too. And then after that, we on a new wave, new music. So basically, to sum it all up, for writing scripts, what I got to do is get my ideas together, solidify them, take them in a realistic place with the story that I'm writing. Not realistic for the world, but realistic for the world that I've created. For my music, what I got to do is get this second album mastered, put it out. But before I put it out, I still want to do a lot of performing for this first shit because I realized I could waste time. Like, I could put this new album out and then try to promote that one. But why do that when I already got a solid 12 songs out that I could perform? And while I'm performing those, I could take breaks and perform some of the second album shit. And then I'll already be gaining a little bit of, how you say? Like, just niggas seeing me, basically. I forget the word for it, but niggas will be seeing me. And so it'll gain some buzz for my next joint. And that's what it's about. Like, by the time you're on that new wave that I'm neglecting to tell y'all fully about, I want to be a known dude. Like, I want motherfuckers to be like, yo, that's Lil Mav and shit. Who this nigga? Yo, that's Lil Mav. Like, I don't even need a lot of people to know me. I just want, like, niggas got to know that I'm hot. Niggas got to know that I can rap. Like, that's what that shit matters about. Like, that's what it's about. So, that's it. So that's my plans for the near future. Just regarding all this entertainment shit. I'm still trying to figure out these fucking videos, but I still get in my own way with it. And if I could give a little bit of advice for this one episode, it's like, just don't get in your own way with nothing. Realize when you stopping yourself from doing some shit, and stop yourself from stopping yourself, basically. So I'm gonna try to get these shits done. It's fucking Black Moon Pack, Lord Mav. Just had to let y'all know some shit, get some thoughts off my head. Y'all niggas do it big. Live real life, nigga. This shit is crazy out here. Do what you can do to get rid of all this shit and make your own over it. You gotta make your own shit on top of it, just like the Illuminati. Fuck all that moral shit. For real. Ain't no right and wrong but what you dictate for yourself. And if you don't stick to it. So that's Lord Mav. We fucking out. Peace.